Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hola, hola a todos. I hope you can hear me well. Bienvenidos a otro video. Welcome to another video. Today we are going to talk about an interesting Spanish phrase. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and also click on the bell icon so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. Also visit smlessons.com for more free Spanish lessons and give this video a like, please. That helps me a lot. And I want to give a big shout out to Kay Beck. She is a Cafecito member. Thank you, Kay Beck, for the support. Thank you for the coffee. It's greatly appreciated. And if you're interested in supporting this channel, if you like what I do, you can get a membership. You only need to click on the join button down below, and you will see the different perks and all that good stuff. And well, let's get started. Okay, so the Spanish phrase of the day is ni de broma, ni de broma. This is a common Spanish phrase, and it literally means not even off joke, which that doesn't make sense. And hello, Bruce McCormick. Welcome. ¿Cómo está? Bienvenido. So yeah, this phrase is interesting because let's see what this means literally. Ni in this situation is similar to not even, okay? And de means off, broma, joke, okay? Ni de broma, not even of joke. So this phrase is used, or the actual meaning, not the literal meaning, but the other meaning, or how this phrase is used in Spanish is if you want to say no way, never ever, not in your life, that's out of the question, not a bit, or in the slightest. So yes, that's an interesting phrase. You know that it literally means not even of a joke. It's like saying, hey, like, don't even joke about it, or it's not even gonna happen, so forget about it. So it's quite an interesting phrase for sure. Steven Vasquez, hi there. Hola, Steven. Welcome, bienvenido, ¿cómo está? So yeah, as I was saying, you can use, or this phrase has different meanings, but it's similar to no way, never ever, not in your life, that's out of the question, not a bit, or in the slightest. Yeah, in the slightest. But yeah, it's very, very useful. You can use it in different situations. And yeah, it's like a very common Spanish phrase. So now let's see a few examples using this phrase. Remember that we are live streaming. So if you have any questions or comments, please use the live chat. And yeah, that's I hope I can answer all of your questions. And yeah, let's just see some examples. La maleta no cabe en la cajuela ni de broma. La maleta no cabe en la cajuela ni de broma. This means the suitcase doesn't fit in the trunk. No way. So this is a common example, a common situation where you have a lot of, I don't know, a lot of suitcases, I don't know, and you're gonna, I don't know, you need a cab and you need to fit everything in the trunk, And well, maybe the person is telling you the suitcase doesn't fit in the trunk. No way. La maleta no cabe en la cajuela ni de broma. Okay? So let's break this down. La maleta, the suitcase, no cabe, doesn't fit en la cajuela. En la cajuela. In the trunk. Ni de broma. No way. So, yeah, you're gonna sound very natural in Spanish if you use this phrase, ni de broma, okay? Because you're just saying, no way. You know, like it's not gonna happen. So we can see in this example very clearly that you can use this phrase in that situation. Oh, yeah, I mean, usually when you want to say no way, you can use ni de broma. Okay, so that's very easy. The other example is, ni de broma te vuelvo a hablar. Ni de broma te vuelvo a hablar. This means I will never ever talk to you. Okay, so this is, I would say, maybe some people were arguing or something, and one person says, ni de broma te vuelvo a hablar. I will never ever talk to you. Okay, and let's see, let's break this down. Ni de broma. In this situation, that means never ever. Te vuelvo a hablar. I will, that's similar to I will talk to you. Okay? Or I will talk to you again. Ni de broma te vuelvo a hablar. I will never ever talk to you. Or I will never ever talk to you again. Okay? So yes, this is an interesting example. If you are arguing with, someone, you can say, ni de broma te vuelvo a hablar. Okay? I hope you don't argue, but yeah, it happens, it happens. Hello, Sems Kurgs. Hi, ma'am. Hello, hola, Sems. How are you? ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenido. Okay, so yeah, we can see in these examples, ni de broma can mean no way or never ever. It's like ni de broma, ni de broma. No way, never ever. Okay, now let's look at the next example. Nunca ganarás la lotería, ni de broma. Nunca ganarás la lotería, ni de broma. This means you will never win the lottery, not in your life. Okay? I just remembered something. Maybe you will hear ni de broma in Spanish, ni de broma, or sometimes people say ni de chiste, ni de chiste. And broma and chiste mean joke, okay? But some people say ni de chiste and some people say ni de broma, okay? So either one works fine and they mean the same thing. Okay, so let's break this down. Nunca ganarás. Nunca ganarás. You will never win. Nunca means never. You will win means ganarás. Okay? Or ganarás means you will win. And when you say nunca ganarás, that means you will never win. Okay? La lotería, the lottery. Okay? Ni de broma. Not in your life. So it's not gonna happen. Forget about it. So, and that happens to a lot of people. A lot of people don't win the lottery because it's something really difficult. Yeah, you can use ni de broma when you can tell that something will never happen. Or if you want to say something like not in your life, ni de broma. Nunca ganarás la lotería. Ni de broma. You will never win the lottery, not in your life. Okay. So that's very interesting. That's very, very good. Okay. Let's see the next example. Ni de broma te compraré dulces. Ni de broma te compraré dulces. This means I won't buy you candy. That's out of the question. So this is something that a mom could say to her kids, because usually kids are like, buy me this, buy me that, I want candy. So a mom could say, ni de broma te compraré dulces. I won't buy you candy. That's out of the question. So something really interesting is that ni de broma can go at the end of a sentence or at the beginning of a sentence. Okay, so for example, you can say, ni de broma ganarás la lotería. Okay, obviously you have to make a few changes to make it work. For example, if you say, ni de broma nunca ganarás la lotería, in this example, right? That sounds odd. But if you say, ni de broma ganarás la lotería, so you don't need nunca if you use ni de broma at the beginning of the sentence, okay? But if you say, nunca ganarás la lotería, ni de broma, that makes sense, okay? So essentially, if you have ni de broma at the beginning of a sentence, then you have to have like a positive sentence after. Don't use no, don't use nunca, no negative words, okay? But if you have ni de broma at the end of a sentence, then you can use negative words like nunca, no, and all of that. So you can say, nunca ganarás la lotería, ni de broma. Or if you use ni de broma at the beginning of a sentence, you should say, nunca, ni de broma ganarás la lotería. Okay, do you know what I mean? If you have any questions, just let me know. So here at the beginning of the sentence, we can see, ni de broma te compraré dulces. And this is more like a positive. So you're saying, te compraré dulces. I will buy you candy. Essentially, that is the meaning by itself of te compraré dulces. But I mean, it's really interesting. But ni de broma, when you say ni de broma te compraré dulces, that means that I won't buy you candy. I won't buy you candy. That's out of the question. Okay, so it's a bit confusing, but it's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. Okay, so let's break this down. Ni de broma. That's out of the question. Okay. Te compraré dulces. As I said a few seconds ago, this technically means I will buy you candy. But in English, that if I tell you I will buy you candy, that's out of the question. That doesn't make sense. So that's why I'm saying here, I won't buy you candy. But that's how English works, right? Okay, so once again, if you have ni de broma at the end of a sentence, then you can have a negative sentence at the beginning of the whole thing. For example, here I'm saying, nunca te ganarás la lotería. That means you will never win the lottery. Ni de broma. Not in your life. And because I have here ni de broma at the beginning of the sentence, then I can have a positive sentence after ni de broma, and that's why I'm saying ni de broma te compraré dulces. I won't buy you candy. That's out of the question. Okay, so it's a bit confusing. I know. I hope I made it clear. If not, please use the live chat. Okay, so let's see 2 more examples, okay? Ni de broma me gusta comer cebolla. Ni de broma me gusta comer cebolla. This means I don't like eating onion in the slightest, / not a bit. Okay? So, ni de broma can also mean in the slightest or not a bit. If you hate something, you can use ni de broma. In this situation, this person doesn't like onions. I love onions, by the way. Onions, garlic, all of that. I love it. But anyway, let's just break this down. Ni de broma. Ni de broma. In the slightest or not a bit. Me gusta comer cebolla. Technically, this in Spanish means I like eating onion, or I like to eat onion, right? Or onions. And but in English, I have to just translate this to something that makes sense in English. So that's why I have here, I don't like eating onion. Okay? So once again, ni de broma is at the beginning of the sentence, and that's why we're using a positive sentence, something that, is positive. Even though you're saying, I don't like onions, that's how this works. Just imagine that ni de broma is no, or I don't, and then you have me gusta comer cebolla. I like to eat onion. I don't like to eat onion. You're pretty much saying that. I don't like eating onion. And, but ni de broma means in the situation, in the slightest or not a bit. Okay. Let's see the last example. And please, if you have examples using this phrase, just share them. Okay? The last sentence is, no digas eso ni de broma. No digas eso ni de broma. This means don't never ever say that. Okay? You're essentially saying don't say that, don't even say that as a joke, So just don't say something awful or whatever this person is saying, right? No digas eso ni de broma. Don't never ever say that. Let's break this down. No digas eso, or rather, let's just do this. No, that's similar to don't. Digas, that means say. Oops, say, right? Eso, that means that. Ni de broma, never ever. No digas eso, ni de broma. Don't never ever say that. And we can see here that we're using 2 negative things here. No and ni de broma. So once again, if you want to use ni de broma at the end of a sentence, then you have to use negative words like no or never, in like that, those like that kind of words. Even I could say nunca instead of no. Nunca digas eso ni de broma. And that's similar to never ever say that. Okay, so just never, don't ever say that. Okay, so that's quite interesting. That's really interesting. It might be a little confusing, but it's not that difficult. Ni de broma means quite a few things, or ni de broma is similar to quite a few things. As I said at the beginning of the video, ni de broma means no way, no way. Okay, no way. And also means, oops, no way, never ever, not in your life, that's out of the question, not a bit, and also in the slightest. Okay, so this phrase literally means not even off joke. So yeah, that's it. It's a very, very peculiar phrase. It's very common. It's very useful if you want to sound more natural in Spanish. So I recommend you learn this phrase for sure. I mean, just practice it. Just practice using this phrase. And you can do that right now. You can share some examples, and or if you have any questions, I can try to answer your questions. Remember that you can also say ni de chiste. Okay, so I'm just going to do that, and yeah, you can use ni de chiste, and that means the same thing. Ni de broma, ni de chiste. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. What do you think? Do you like this phrase? Do you think it's a good phrase to use? Do you know any other phrase that is similar to this one in Spanish? You can hear this phrase in different Latin American countries. I will say even in Spain. I'm not too sure if in Spain, but I'm sure it's a very popular common phrase to use in Spanish. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video. I know that probably a lot of people are watching or following the American election, but I just wanted to do a quick video about this phrase. Tomorrow we are going to have a podcast episode, so stay tuned. We're going to talk about different food from Latin America and also Spanish food. And that's going to be interesting. Hopefully, Trenton Tampa can join us. He was the winner of last month, October. He was the winner. He won many times. So I hope he can join us tomorrow. And just thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe and click on the bell icon so you can get notified every time I upload. I don't upload videos anymore. I live stream now. Every time I live stream. And visit smlessons.com for more free Spanish lessons. If you want to download free crosswords, you can do that on smlessons.com. Also, if you want to purchase some flashcards, they're downloadable files. So that's something really easy to do or to download or whatnot. Also, you can donate on that website as well. And if you want to support this channel, well, just give this video a like and also click on the join button down below for just to get a membership if you can, or if you're interested about, in getting a membership. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Well, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Adiós.